Yeah, I need some more. Do some more of the music. Ryan's such an old fashioned dude. He doesn't like to have new music. He wants to stay traditional.
I like the
You
holiday
know that
chant.
that's not true. It's
You don't
just
like
the shit music that you made. You make. I like
Well,
the
you
other
gotta give me
music
some.
you made. I didn't, and I never heard the Christmas music because I never listened to that
Man,
episode.
you play that episode one time, that shit's gonna get in your head.
It was good.
It
It did
was
repeat
pretty
Save
good.
Atlanta a little too much, but yeah. Welcome back, everybody. This is Last Call. Going live everywhere this time, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, even last call. We're just
I
opening
put it out there.
her up.
Well, I had to click more buttons to not do it, so I said, "Fuck it, let's just do it and see whatever
All right.
happens, right?"
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
yeah.
We're just giving David shit. We wanted some cool music. Well, one of us did.
I can play the awesome rap metal if you want.
Yeah.
No,
Please.
no.
I
don't
think
have anything lined up yet?
our live listeners want to hear it.
I think
need some
it'd be okay if it was in a rotation of like multiple genres. Like if we just started rolling out and started rotating through them. We can reuse them, but like rotating, it'd be fine.
That's what I
in
was
a
gonna say.
rotation.
I need some suggestions on
Country,
genres of music, and then
specifically bluegrass. We could do
bluegrass. All right, yeah, we'll add it to the list. We'll do some bluegrass.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody watching right now wants to hear the rap metal version, I'll play it. But otherwise,
we just watched the first season of The Bear, and they've got Refused all the time in that, and I love Refused and that song. And finally, in the second season, they play the whole song, but that's good too.
yeah,
Could you do in the style of?
I enjoy. Yeah, well, you can do the app or the site I was using to do the music. You cannot give a specific band name. So like when I was trying to do some other stuff, I specifically was asking for Ludacris, and like you can't do that. I just said Atlanta hip hop. So
you should just go look for reviews of that person and see how they describe them. Just copy and paste like an article about an album and into it.
or from like when they first dropped, when they first released, like the review of like Ludacris or Outkast's first album or something like that. And
yeah, just take whatever they said that sounded like, just throw that description in there.
Actually, you know what I could do? I could just go to ChatGPT and say, describe the style of music of Outkast.
That's true.
And then use that. But they have a very, very limited, it's only like 120 characters or something like that. They don't give you a lot of room. They want you to say pop rock, country or whatever.
But AI generating AI, that's pretty, that's meta, that's pretty cool.
I have to imagine the AI has the songs from Ludacris. It just, you can't say Ludacris. It's like
yeah, it knows, but you can't say it because of it'd probably violate like
copyright,
trademark.
Well, I think at that point you're like literally like
copy their sound,
sampling. It'd be considered sampling or something like that, which I think is stupid, but whatever. Anyhow, yeah. But if you guys want to give me some suggestions, if anybody wants to give me suggestions on this genres of music or put together any kind of lyrics to it, I'll slap it all together and we can make some varying intros to all of our episodes and stuff like that. Maybe we could actually do something for the basketball season or when football season starts back up, where we have music that actually talks crap about the opposing team.
Ooh, I like
each week.
Idea.
Yeah.
Get some jazz in. Let's see what
AI jazz. You're still riding that jazz high from New Orleans. I'm not going to have it, Tim. I'm not going to have it.
I mean, as much shit as that state and city is,
two good
things. The jazz is pretty good.
Music and food.
You could walk into all these places. We walked into a freaking hotel and they had a band set up just jamming out with Star Wars jazz. It was like, whoa.
But you can get better of both in the same style other places.
I know.
Well, that's what I like about New Orleans. That's what I like about Nashville. Is I'm not a country music guy.
The honky tonk.
But like every single bar you walk into Nashville has live music playing, and more often than not, it's some variation of country. And I'm not a country music fan, but I'm not even a live music fan in bars. I want to be able to like talk and have a conversation and watch a game, do whatever it is. But in Nashville, the music's so good that it doesn't matter where you go, you're hearing it's entertaining, it's fun.
It's not even really just country though. There's just musicians like all over that town, and they hate apparently they hate playing there because everyone's a musician. They're like, I don't want to play for a bunch of musicians. I want to go play for other people.
Yeah, exactly. People that'll buy my shit eventually.
Yeah. So I guess the country people on the Strip, they like that probably because
Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, we're gonna
I
be
only went
there.
down there for like 10 minutes, and I was like, I hate it here. I loved everything else about Nashville. I hated that tourist trap.
Well, yeah, it's the tourist section. Yeah. We got to figure out what our plan is for the Vandy game this year up there. Are we going to go make a weekend of it, or are we going to bus it up there and come back same day?
You could do a bus. It's not too far, right? I mean,
yeah, I just feel like there's so many people. We only have 15 hours for a bus driver, so. Okay. But I just don't know how many people. So many people are going to want to go up there and make a weekend of it. I just don't know if I can get enough people to fill up a bus. Like, I didn't get enough to fill up the Auburn bus, so
it's 4.5 hours to Nashville.
So 9 hours. So you only have 6 hours, 4 hours for the game. You only have an hour. That's not a lot of time.
No bathroom breaks. No Waffle House stops.
Well, the good news is for the bus, you don't have to do a bathroom break, right? It's like
it's true.
I guess unless
but you also get to factor in time getting into and out of the city and stuff. So, and I don't know what happens when you hit that 15-hour mark if the bus driver just like stops on the side of the road and goes to sleep or something.
You're like in Cartersville, and they're like, "Sorry, gotta stay here for 10 hours
or something."
I mean, it's a long shift.
Yeah. So then you have to pay for another driver to be along the ride, like nap there and drive back or whatever.
It'd be a fun weekend trip, I think. Going out on a Friday night, doing something fun, and then Saturday tailgating.
It's too early. I don't think the Falcons even play at Tennessee, but I'm determined to go on a double dipper trip. I want to play. I want to see Falcons on a Saturday, or sorry, Georgia State on a Saturday and Falcons on a Sunday in a city other than Atlanta, because I do that at least once or twice a season here. Like when we were playing Charlotte for 4 years in a row, I'm like, line that game up. I want the Falcons to line that Charlotte game up where I can do a double dipper trip. But the closest that we came to it was, I think we had like we were playing either Lafayette or Monroe the same week that Falcons were at Saints. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. That sounds fucking horrible.
There's a limit. That's the limit.
Yeah.
That would be cool, though, to do something like that.
And there's not a lot of options, not in this conference. So it's all based off of your out-of-conference games.
Tampa, you get University.
South Florida?
You could do South Florida. You could do UCF, kind of. I mean, it's an hour and a half. But...
Well, I kind of did. I actually kind of did that for the bowl game. We went to the bowl game and then drove up to Jacksonville for the Falcons Jacksonville game the next day.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
it wasn't too bad.
Why haven't we played UCF yet? Why haven't we scheduled UCF or USF? What are we doing?
We haven't really scheduled a game
in a long
time. Like the Ole Miss game technically is the most recent one, but it just got moved up. That's all they did, because it wasn't supposed to be until like 2027 or something, and they moved it up to next year or this year. Sorry, we're 2025. Moved into this year.
Do we have any openings? We have 2026 openings. When are they going to get that stuff on the books? Right?
I don't know. It may be out there and just not released yet.
Published.
Yeah, but I agree. I would love to get some. We other than bowl games, we've never played in Florida, right?
Do we? No, I don't think we went down to FAU or FIU.
No, they left the conference before we got into it. We haven't played them out of conference. We've never played in the state other than bowl game. We've never played in the state of Florida.
Orlando a few times, and that's it, right?
Just the bowl games.
Yeah.
So we should really
we've never played a Florida team. We've never played a Florida team, period, have we? They're not even hosting. Unless we had an FC. Do we have an SCS, like a Florida A&M or something like that? Do we play one of those?
I don't think so.
Which is weird.
Maybe we hate the state of Florida.
It's not great.
It's good for pizza. Pieces of it are good.
Did you say pizza?
Pieces of it are good.
Oh,
I thought I said pizza too, and I was like, "There's no way he said the pizza's good."
There is no good pizza in Florida.
I was
There's
confused.
enough New York and New Jersey transplants in Florida that they should have
That's
good
right.
pizza.
All the snowbirds should have brought some Italian down there.
Yeah, but the water in Florida is trash.
Is
Straight
it-
trash.
You want your
All of it.
sulfur tasting pizza?
Anytime I go back there now, I'm like, I remember as a kid drinking gallons of water. I'm like, how did I drink this? This is disgusting.
My aunt had a house near St. Augustine that their neighbor had a natural spring
Ooh.
in it, but it was Florida water, so it had that natural sulfur smell to it. Yeah, like you could just this was houses built all around it, and you just walk outside and you just smell rotten eggs. I'm like, this is where you decided to build your house. This is great.
Lovely.
Yeah,
So bad.
yeah. Not good at all. Not good at all.
No.
I can't tailgate early tomorrow for the Trash Down South game. It is my daughter's birthday.
Ooh.
So probably the best I could get out, the earliest I could get out there is like 7.
That's not terrible. I mean, the game's at 8:30. It's perfect.
Yeah. Well, but I also with specifically being Trash Down South, I was like, this is the game we need to have a big tailgate for. I can't be there for it. I can't be there for like a 5 o'clock tailgate for an 8:30 game.
The good thing is you recognize it was your daughter's birthday and you knew you couldn't get there early. That's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I would do
birthday
it.
party at the tailgate.
Yeah. Won't even birthday party.
Bring her out there. Like,
Is it 20-degree weather?
oh God, it's gonna be cold. That's another thing. It's gonna be cold out there too. Oh, I didn't even mention this. I went up to the top of the parking deck this week. That's a nice park. I mean, it sounds so stupid to say this, but it's a nice layout. It's a nice parking deck up top, and the view you can't beat.
Your pictures were great too. Like I usually you take pictures of stuff, even at like really nice place, like destination places, and you're like, the picture of it's fine, I guess, but like it's not like being there. There were good pictures. I was like, that's a nice view.
It really is. It's where it's located. Both sides, you have a great view of the skyline of Atlanta, and the picture can't even do it justice because it's so wide. And I didn't want to have the entire picture be like the bottom half of it be just the parking lot itself. I wanted to get as close up so you can see just the skyline. But it goes so much further. You can see, from Mercedes-Benz all the way over to the Corey Tower and everything. It's great. And then on the back, then you turn around and you just see Georgia State Stadium, Center Park Stadium. It's awesome.
It's cool. It might become our tailgating.
They need to embrace tailgating up there, and I guess it's university managed, university run versus athletics. I don't care. They need to embrace the tailgating and encourage people to get up there.
I'm tired of hearing that as an excuse. They got to fix it. Somebody
that's what I'm saying.
Somebody has to just like plant a flag and fix it.
Yeah,
we should plant a flag at the top of the deck.
All right.
David's like, hey, yeah.
We gotta get Norm will do it. Norm's our flag guy.
That's true. Norm, put this flag and attach it to the parking deck. No one.
He already has.
No
He's
one
like,
will know.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it's already ready. It is a good view. Don't sleep on. Was that G deck?
G deck was great. It was great, but that was a small environment. Like almost the entire top floor was taken up by the ramp going down to the lower floors. You just had that U shape basically. I guess it was an O.
Yeah.
But this one has like that little extra offshoots. I would say it's like a third bigger up there. Good flat space. You could actually have, if you got several people up there with tents, you could actually make a fun deck tailgate up there. I think it'd be awesome. Just need a porta potty.
And there's not like you know how the GSU police used to come up to GDEC and go around us. Like you can't really do that in this. It basically ends, right? So like there's not just a way to go around the whole thing like there was with GDEC. So.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they still.
And the elevators work. That's a positive, right?
They are some of the slowest elevators in the world, though.
I know.
Like I think I could probably, if the elevator was at the bottom floor and if I hit the button at 6 and then went downstairs, I could make it downstairs before the elevator made it upstairs and all the way down. I'm pretty confident of that.
I think you could.
Not running. I don't mean like skiddly booping. I'm talking about just walking down the stairs.
Skiddly booping.
Skiddly booping? Well, I think you could skiddly boop faster.
Thanks for not skiddly booping.
and also better than the G deck is it puts you right out there to that the entrance. You can walk into the game right there. Do they let you in there with cheap seat tickets?
In where?
That entrance, that corner entrance by the deck.
Are you sure they wouldn't let you in?
Say no, but I think you could just do it.
Because the only time I've gone in there this season is when I had nice tickets
you
given
could
to me.
Say you have hospitality and then just go up the stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, I had 2 hospitality and 1 non-hospitality for Lizzie, and they didn't stop us from.
But like
they scanned all of them just fine, and there was no notification or anything.
Yeah.
I say we tailgate during the game at halftime on the deck. There's no re-entry, but I'm sure we can find tickets that are cheap.
just have double the tickets.
I just it's 1 minute to half, walk out.
I'm curious about this 20-minute tailgate plan you have. Is basically walk out there like
it's the same as the hospitality. What's the difference?
Yeah, that's true.
Slow elevators. That's about it.
Slow elevator. That's the issue right there. Is that slow elevator? So
also need to remind you that the temperature is dropping quick in Georgia.
Okay, that's true. Good point.
It's gonna be cold tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm saying for future years because I don't know. I don't think me personally, I don't see myself donating enough to get the hospitality. I feel like as a club seat member, premium seat member, they should have something for us like they plan to do all along. I thought after a season they'd fix it, but they didn't. So
I also think that now limiting it down to 2 beer tickets per person, not per ticket, per person. That's a huge degrade in there because if they open up. So if a game starts at 7, they probably open the doors at 6, right? 6:15, something like that. Get people in there. Yeah, so you can easily drink 2 beer in an hour or an hour and 20 minutes of game time if you figure you drink your first one down there and take your second one upstairs, and then you go down there at halftime. You're out of drink tickets. I want another drink before I want a drink to watch the second half.
You're going to be out before you go to your seat. What are you talking about? Come on.
I know it honestly kind of when I've been lucky enough to be gifted tickets with hospitality access, I'm like, this kind of encourages me to show up at the absolute last minute to get in there, grab my 2 drinks, and go up and watch the game, and drink those during the first half, and then just hope when I go down there at halftime, somebody dropped a ticket on the floor or something.
Usually there's some tickets floating around too, Yeah.
I've seen people leave them on the tables too.
Yeah, we got friends and people that just don't drink at all. So
yeah.
Weird. The only reason to have friends that don't drink is for their drink tickets.
Nah, there's good folks that don't.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of one.
Don't drink all the time.
No, right. I was say, come back to me. I did see. I went to my bocce league last night. A girl was practicing dry January. She was only drinking dry wines, which gave me the idea of rye January. I only drink rye whiskey.
Ooh.
No thanks.
Yeah, you're not a liquor drinker, Ryan.
I can't anymore. I'm weak.
No, you're gin man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you were gin man. What happened to that?
I still have it sometimes. Man, as I get older, my acid reflux. I got the GERD flaring up.
Oh yeah.
I take a Pets of the day.
I could say
I want you guys to remember this kind of talk whenever you make fun of how old I am, because I don't take any of that crap. My wife, who's 9 years younger than me, is on blood pressure medication, and me, nothing. So.
You're pickled, so it's fine. You're good. You're good to go.
I could say that.
You knew the secret.
Rotting.
GERD and bourbon's not a good mix. I can tell you that 100%.
Yeah, pretty much all liquor.
Pretty much any spirit, but I think vodka. I mean, as long as it's in a cocktail, it doesn't seem to.
What was that about vodka?
Hey, part of the problem is I still drink plenty of beer. I still eat lots of very spicy food. I love red sauce and like pizzas and stuff, and I eat that all the time. And like I'm just like, whatever, I'll have acid reflux. I'll just take a Pepcid. It works. Now my kidneys probably aren't very happy with me, but whatever.
That's why you have two of them.
That's right. I thought you're supposed they grow back, right?
Yeah, getting used to it, right?
I'll slow down when one of my kidneys grow back. So when one of my kidneys decides that it's had enough, that's when it's time. Like, all right, maybe I should slow it down a little bit.
Take it down on the other one,
like 10%. You know,
I think you're supposed to cut it by half, right?
That doesn't make any sense at all. The math
works out. The maths for that, but I don't know what science is.
No. I do maintain though that when my liver does crap out, that when I get a transplant, I do not want a transplant from some like non-drinker. Like I've seasoned this liver very, very well. It knows its responsibility. I'm too old to start all over again. I need an alcoholic's liver.
But just like 10 years.
Give me a liver from somebody who died in a DUI accident. The driver, the DUI guy. Give me his liver because I know that guy has the appropriate, or woman. Not one to judge. Just go ahead and give me a good alcoholic's liver. That's what I need to replace mine.
Properly seasoned.
Yeah. So I'll probably need to do it another 2 or 3 years later. I can line it up with my colonoscopies. Like every 2 to 3 years, just give me a new liver and a new colonoscopy. We can just probably do it under one procedure, right? Can they get there from that spot? I don't know. So.
No clue. I hope not. It's cut out of the. What are we doing? Can we wrap the last call up here?
Thanks everybody for listening.
Tie it in a knot. Sear it off.
Tie it in a bow. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.